Hey Mavericks, are you ready to rock your world today? Let's go.
Yes, today is the day to take action and change your life forever. You guys, today we are going to be talking about social media and social media for agents and why you should be using social media now more than ever before. I think a lot of people think that I missed the social media train. I'm too late to the game. I haven't gotten on any platforms or I haven't been consistent and it's just too late. You guys, it is not too late. We are here to encourage you. The train has not left the station. There's still plenty of time to get on it, but start now, you guys.
Yeah, so why aren't you on there? That's what I'm asking. We're both thinking this through. Like right now, this is what we're doing. We're capturing a video, right? We're using social. Why aren't you? That's the question.
Yeah, and I think that I know because we hear it all the time.
Yes.
So many people get caught up in the number of follows, the number of likes, and they're not focused on using social media for leads, for sales, because that's where your focus has got to be. It doesn't matter if your videos aren't getting any likes or any follows, but if people are now when you're out and about and they're like, oh man, I saw that video, that was really good, or oh man, your stuff I see it all the time, it's really good. And then they start asking about what you do. If you're starting to hear that,
come on,
that's the most important part. People in your sphere are now paying attention. You're top of mind.
That's
so when it's like, hey, I'm thinking of, if you're a real estate agent, I'm thinking, or my neighbor is selling their home. Who's top of mind now because you're posting? Yes,
come on now. And there's a mixture of feelings about this well, I've tried this, I've done it. I was on social for a year and I did it for here and there and it just didn't work for me. And so I just quit and my channel looks like it's collecting dust, but I don't care. Here's the thing. It's like having that open door to your business and the lights are off and people walk up to that brick and mortar and they're like, oh, so are they in business? Are they still open? Lights are out. What's going on?
Yep.
Stuff's cobwebs. There's stuff like dusty shelves. Come on. So it's time to wipe the dust off, collect all those cobwebs and take them out into the trash, throw away the junk, get the stuff out of the way and get back in business.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
And that's another thing is people try it, they'll be like, oh, I tried it and normally it's not even a year, I'll be honest. When you said a year, I was like, normally it's a couple weeks.
Right.
Or maybe even just a week, literally. And they're like, oh, it didn't happen. It's geez Louise, that's like me going to the gym and starting to work with a trainer and doing 2 sessions and being like, where's my 6-pack? Come on, it's not here. I give up. The trainer would look at me like, are you kidding me? But I'm sure they even hear that a lot. It's no, if you want to see the results, stay consistent. Be consistent. And it's what you're showing your potential clients is hey, I show up, I'm professional. I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They can count on your posts. They know. It's hey, wow, they've got their team down, their systems down. They're consistent. They show up professional. They're positioning themselves as the expert in the industry. They're solving my problems. I'm building a rapport with them. You guys, I mean, man, if you aren't on social media, that's when you're missing the train. That's when you're really missing the bus. The leads and the sales bus is when you aren't on social and you're not using it to the potential. When you're being consistent. You're selling the results.
That's right.
You're using their pain as the pitch. You're not using these tools. So man, I could go on for an hour on this, but I won't. I'll be cut off now.
You guys, and thank you for catching me. I meant a year ago, you did it a year ago, and you only did it here and there. But that's key. This just one of our favorites. It's fun. I mean, we don't get lost in okay, well then we should copy them because they make it fun. They go on adventures. They go to Alaska. They go to Canada. They're all over the place, dude. They're doing their thing. They're traveling.
The outdoor. I was like, who are you talking about? The Outdoor Boys.
Our
favorite.
Boys.
Oh my gosh, we've been following them for years.
But here's the thing. He says we do it every Saturday. We post every Saturday morning at a specific time, and they're faithful to it. And they show up because they're always doing something similar in that he's building an outdoor, staged setup, like where I'm going to
Survival.
do this. Survival with my kids.
I mean, millions and millions of views. But what we love about him, why we use, like Mike loves to use him as an example, is because he started and was consistent. You guys, it took him, it's not, I mean, he was an attorney. He started with, like, I think we started watching him when he was doing camping videos.
Yes.
And he had already been doing YouTube videos for a couple of years. And then we got into it. But then a few years after that, before he was going full time with YouTube.
Yes.
All that to say, whether you're going the influencer route like him or just being a YouTuber or you're using it for leads and sales, the number one key, you guys, I hope you're getting that. Like if you take away nothing else, grab this nugget, is to show up and be consistent.
That's right.
Like everything will work itself out. You will find out what works, what doesn't, what products fire with your clients, what topics.
Yes. Come on.
If you just stay consistent and keep showing up. So
that's right. He makes it like this party online, even though, I mean, there's tough stuff too. It's not like it's just everything is easy. He struggles. Sometimes he goes through it and he's just showing you like real time. I lost my glasses in the snow in deepness. I'm like, can't find them. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to trudge through. I'm going to hike all the way out of this big old giant canyon. And you're like, wow, is he going to survive? And that is true. It's real time. People are catching the fire because it's like this, like you got a little entertainment. You got him being himself. He's not trying to be someone else. And he's done this whole build out with wood and being familiar with survival in some sense. And now he's even challenging himself real time. That's way more fun to see if he's going to make it. Is he going to survive? Is he going to pull it out? Is he going to get picked up by his wife? Or is she going to abandon him? Did they lose each other? Right? All this cool stuff. So it's a fun time. But it didn't
start there. I love always bringing it back. Like, you look at anyone who's an expert in their field, and I love it when you can look back and see the journey and see where they started, because he didn't start with the millions and millions of views and these amazing YouTube videos. He started back here when it was a little awkward, a little cheesy, just like doing camping, like what to cook when you're on camping, like. And so that's the thing. But if he hadn't ever gotten started, and if he, more importantly, if he hadn't stayed consistent, he wouldn't be where he is today. And the same is true for you. Can you imagine if a year from now, I promise you, if you stay consistent daily for a year, your business will be completely different. We're not guaranteeing that you're going to have millions of followers, all this, that kind of stuff, but we're talking about business. You stay consistent every day, Monday through Friday, posting over a year. Watch what happens to your business after a year.
Come on. And especially in real estate. Come on. This is the time in the day and age to get on it. Bust out some videos and make them who you are. Give that professional advice. Give insights that people have never heard before. This is the day and age to get active. And if there is an excuse, like, which we can understand, that I don't know the tech, I don't understand how this works. How does it, like, who's right in front of you? Look right in front of you directly. We're here. We can give you those insights, advice, give you the counsel, whatever you need. And it truly means a lot for us to be able to go, hey, this is an honor. If you do reach out, send a question, shoot some, and like, there's a way to connect us and obviously get you what you need.
Absolutely.
There's no excuses. Another one is what? No time?
Oh gosh,
I have no time.
Hear that all the time. And whenever someone tells me that, I always want to be like, this is what Mike does to me. So, but I don't do it to others, even though I so want to, you guys, I so want to. I want to be like, hey, can I see your phone? And you know where it shows the activity? Like how long have you been on your screens? How long have you been on social media? So if you're saying you have no time for social media, but yet on your report, it shows that you've spent an hour, even if it's just an hour a week on social media, I'm going to be like, there's your time, because it doesn't have to take that long, especially on certain platforms. And that's also a thing is like test which platform fits for you. And normally it's, where do you spend the most time? Which social platform do you spend the most time on? That's going to be the one where you're probably going to be more driven to stay consistent, more engaged with, because you enjoy that platform. So
come on.
Don't get focused on, I got to be on 5 different platforms. If you're just starting, just focus on one platform, post consistently, then spread out to others.
That's right. And the last piece of advice, when you're on that channel and you're already spending time on it, you kind of get familiar with how it works.
Yeah.
So you don't have to try to go figure out all the research behind it. What's the algorithm? Where am I going to get the most feedback? How am I going to get engagement? What is it going to get people to like my stuff again and again and again and share it? You know what I mean? There's so much of that behind it that, yes, will help you.
Yeah.
But the key is if you're already spending time on it, which we all can be honest with each other here for a moment.
Yes, so don't tell me you don't have time. If it shows on your screen report that you've spent over an hour, even if you've only spent a half an hour on social media, you have the time to post. Right. Especially like Instagram, you can just do B-roll, which is just you footage, like a 3 to 5 second clip of you doing something, walking to your car, drinking your coffee, going out to lunch, and then putting text over those little clips on keys and tips that your ideal clients are going to be interested in.
Yes. Done.
And you can batch a bunch of those.
Yep.
So we don't handle the excuse of I don't have time very well. Unless there are people that are like, hey, I don't have time, then hire us. Hire someone to do it for you. If you're like, legitimately, I don't have the time, the capacity, hire someone. Come on. Or you got to put in the work.
That's right. And we'll close with this.
Yes.
Now, the bottom line, today, agents, real estate, you're in it. You're already doing it. You're having to run your business, right? Want to stay in business. So here's the thing. If you aren't on social media, you're missing out. That's number one thing. We got to make sure. And if you do get some value out of this, this is key. We're going to keep flowing with this same type of theme right now for a couple weeks out. And there's going to be a 30-day challenge coming up. So pay attention. Keep notifications on. Hit the subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell so you don't miss what's going on going forward. And we're going to keep after it. So we'll see you on the next one.